Hello, it's Emma Jo here from Lavinia Stamps, and welcome to this video where we're going to be looking at how we made this card. So I've got one of the acetate hill masks here, and I'm going to use this to create some snow. I'm going to put some blue attal on my Series 9 stencil brush and just gently brush down. Take your Series 3 stencil brush, and we're going to use a little bit of dark denim, not too much, and just run it across the top. That's there. I'm going to flip it round and have a go at doing that sky. Is take our stencil brush again, load it up with blue attal, and this time it's going to be quite a heavy colour. And I'm literally moving my acetate hill mask along to create the same line that I have for my snow. Okay, now taking your acetate hill mask again, let's build some more shapes in this snow. And again, brush down gently. Then I'm going to use my dark denim. Run that along the top. And we're creating drifts really. We're doing the same with the third one now. It's very light and a very gentle. There we go. Now I'm going to take this Woodside View stamp and ink it up in Versifying Clair Nocturne, and I am going to stamp it directly onto this card. Here we go. And I'm going to take another piece of multifarious card now. Lovely. Okay, and we'll be looking at this bit a little later. Now I'm going to ink up this holly. And create a little holly border around the bottom. Right, so to complete this bit, we're going to have to colour the holly, and we're also going to create a bit of a darker frame and add some snow. So let's start with colouring that holly in. If you get your gem colour in green to colour in these leaves, if you try and leave a little black outline around the outside, there we go. So that's that holly coloured in, and I'm going to leave that to dry now while we work on the house. So you know that we stamped the house earlier directly straight onto the card, and this is really to act as a sort of like placeholder for where we want the other house to go, because we're going to put a house on top of here on some foam pads. So for this, I've got my Mondelez watercolour pencils, and I'm starting with this rather lovely pea green, and I'm just generously colouring the outside edges of the main bit of the building. Sky blue, just adding a little touch of sky blue to some of the places that pea green went to, just adds a little bit extra magic to the colour. Take your yellow, and if we do that around the centre of the house, already it's lit up, isn't it? A little pink door. With touches of red. Let's add some pink to these, the details around the window. Sorry, couldn't think of the word. And a little bit of pink just under the roof as well. Now let's take that, there's a lovely blue, and it's called Mountain Blue, which is quite appropriate for this. There we go. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a little bit of snow on the outside of this house. And all I'm doing is going around the roof, but with a little white line. Can you see? And that is how I'm going to cut this house out. Now before we put that on, I'm going to just take, do you remember we were putting some dark denim on in places? I'm just going to load up my little Series 3 stencil brush and just take that along the edge. So that will be going there, which is super. But now that we've got this here, what we need to do is take that Series 3 stencil brush yet again, and we're going to add a little bit of shadow here. So you can see where this is. We want a little bit more dark denim around here. The base of the house. So let's add some touches of dark denim to lift that snow from just being a flat surface. Now before I put this house that we've done, is get this Posca pen and just tap some snow onto our picture. And make some snowflakes just that little bit bigger. Move that to one side. Might have to give it a blast with a heat tool in a minute, but we're just going to put some sticky back foam onto the back of this house. house into its situation. How fab. I think it looks great. Let's get this Posca pen and add a little bit of snow. Around our house. And using our colours that we've already used on the house, I'm just going to use some blue, some yellow and some pink to create some Christmas magic orbs. And now we're going to put the Posca pen in the centre. We're also going to add some snow to our house. I know we've already got snow on the roof, but really we should have some snow above the windows. And I love this bit, above the porch, because I always think it makes our house look like it's got a bit of a moustache. But look at that, isn't that full of Christmas and snowy season joy? Using my, what is it now? It's Mountain Blue. I'm just going to add a little bit of shading behind our chimney. So we'll have a little bit of snow on our chimney. And maybe a little bit of smoke. I'm going to use a dark blue because I don't really want it to be that obvious, but it can be there. I'll allow it. Okay, now we're going to use a lovely, lovely sparkly red Posca pen to colour in our holly berries. Now this is Sentiment Stickers 2, and we're looking for Wishing You Peace and Joy. I'm going to pop it at the top here. And if you take one of the Kuretake Clean Colour Real Brush Pens, you can add a little bit of shadow underneath. And then, I was going to say smush it, and then move it along a bit with a watercolour pencil, paintbrush. We are so nearly there. And I'm going to put some glitter. Now this is Stickles Icicle. I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to make this dark frame first, but that is there for when I need it. So let's find Midnight Blue and create more of a dark night sky just in the corners. And around the edge of the card. Let's add some glitter and then we're done. So using your watercolour brush, just pick up some of that glitter and dot it along our snow lines. and add some to the sky too. I'm just going to use a little bit of white Posca to highlight the holly leaves and the parts of the holly leaves that would have caught a little bit of snow, but I'm not going to overdo it. There we go. And there you have it, my friends. We have completed a card. And this one says, wishing you peace and joy. And it features a lovely snowy house in the middle of a lovely snowy landscape. I hope you've enjoyed making this card with me. I certainly have, and it's been great to have your company. If you have any comments that you'd like to make, please pop them in the post below, and I'll do my best to get back in touch with you as soon as I can. But in the meantime, my friends, you have fun and enjoy your crafting. Take care. See you again soon. Bye.